Good morning, everyone. My name is Emma Wasson, and you're all very welcome to join me today for another beginner's Hatha yoga practice. And today we're going to be looking at energy, energizing the body, using our breath. Energy is contained in every living thing. Prana, energy, contained in the air that we breathe, the water that we drink, the food that we eat, everything that lives contains prana. So today we're going to think about working or extending our energy through our breath, through breath awareness, and that is where we're going to begin today. And throughout our practice we're going to be looking at how our breath feels as we move in and out of each of the asanas or the yoga postures. And just coming back into the breath and being aware of how your energy feels today. So you're welcome to join me, easy cross-legged, sat on the floor if you wish. Sit on a blanket, remembering always to work with your own body, guys, and always respect and listen to how you're feeling today. If anything doesn't feel good, leave it out. There will be some modifications if you want to make some of the asanas a little bit stronger, a little bit harder. So we're going to start off lengthening up through the spine, making the body as tall as we can. And we can draw the shoulders up to the ears, feel that tension creeping into the neck, into the shoulders. And then roll the shoulders back and down away from the ears. And we add a lovely cleansing breath to that. Inhaling, shoulders to ears, we breathe in through the nostrils. Exhale, roll the shoulders back and down as we open the mouth, big out breath through the mouth. 2 more, inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Last one, inhaling, lifting the shoulders up to the ears. Exhaling, rolling those shoulders back and down with that lovely big exhale through the mouth. And then we gently close the mouth. Tip the chin down towards the chest. Let the body remain nice and tall, grounding into the buttock bones. And we close our eyes gently. Before we change anything, we have to become familiar with it. And this is also true of our breath. We breathe on average 15 times every minute. But how many of these are you familiar with? How many breaths do you notice? So as we sit up nice and tall, the head, the neck and the spine in line, bring your awareness to the tip of the nose and be aware of the breath as it enters and leaves the nostrils. Tuning into the length of your in-breath, the length of the out-breath, allowing it to have its own natural length. Pattern. Just noticing your breath, bringing a little bit of centering and calm to the body and the mind before we begin our physical practice. With each in-breath, feel the body gently floating up, and as you exhale, you're allowing the tension to release from the body, the lines in the forehead soften, the eyes relax, the shoulders release, grounding into those buttock bones. The next stage is to begin to slow down the rate in which you're breathing. So if you imagine a tiny feather sat on the end of the nostril tip, and as you breathe in and breathe out, try to avoid touching the feather with the breath, and you'll find yourself starting to naturally slow down, lengthen the rate in which you're breathing. Keeping the eyes closed, we can place one hand on the belly. And bring your awareness to the belly as you breathe in. The belly rises. And as you exhale, the belly falls back towards the spine. Lower belly breathing really energizes all of the muscles, the organs in the belly, the pelvis, energizes the legs and the feet. And belly breathing, abdominal breathing has a profoundly relaxing effect on our nervous system. So it can help to release tension, can help to relax the mind, to release any thoughts, any worries, any stresses. Again, just feeling the rise and the fall in the belly. Keeping the spine nice and tall. And you'll start to feel the breath slow and lengthen again. Extending that breath, that prana, that energy into every cell in the body. Energizing, nourishing, relaxing. We can release that hand now. It might feel warm to the touch. And we can open up the eyes. Take a nice big smile. We're going to start to move into our asana practice, or physical practice of yoga. So we will bring the sole of the right foot into that left inner thigh. If this isn't comfy, guys, remember, stay with your easy cross-leg position. We are going to move a little bit in class today. Ground down into those buttock bones. On an inhale, let's reach those arms forwards and up. As you exhale, drop through those shoulders, drop through the rib cage, keep lifting through pelvic floor muscles. Big inhale, let's bring that left hand down to the floor beside your left ankle. And as we exhale, stretch over to the left. Big inhale, we press out of that left hand, reaching up, core engaged. As we exhale, left hand to right knee, right hand behind, and we twist. Inhaling, rolling those arms back up. Opening into the side body, exhaling left hand down, and we stretch over to the left. Big inhale, we reach that left arm back up, keep the shoulders back and down, rib cage in, exhale left hand to right knee, right hand behind, and we twist. Inhaling, rolling back up, we're going to add if you wish. Exhale, we stretch over to the left. Big breath in, we roll back up, keep reaching and lengthening through the body, exhaling left hand to right knee, and we twist. Now bring that left hand forward, and on an inhale, left arm reaches up, chest lifts up. And as we exhale, we release back down, baby back bend. Inhaling, sweeping the arms forwards and up. Let's do that again. Exhale, left hand to floor, stretch over to the left. Inhaling, we bring that left arm up, lengthening through the spine. Exhale, left hand to right knee, right hand behind, twist. Inhaling, stretching that left hand forward, lifting up through the chest if you wish. Lift up onto the knees, arching back, strong in that right hand. Exhaling, hips go back to the floor. Inhaling, we stretch the arm up, mobilizing. Exhaling, we stretch over to the left. Warming all of the joints in the upper body. Inhaling, we reach back up, stimulating and energizing the knees and the hips, guys. Exhaling, we twist. Inhaling, left arm reaches forward and we push up onto the knees, pop up onto the hand if it feels good. If not, just lift the chest and exhale, slowly release down. One more, inhaling, we reach up. We're going to settle for a few breaths. Exhale, left hand to the floor and we stretch. Keep rolling that right shoulder gently back, softening the shoulders away from the ears. You can even creep that left hand forward if you wish. sneaking down onto the elbow, but remember, don't ever overstretch. Don't let the head collapse, keeping that right ear up in line with the arm. Really reaching out of that arm, guys, feeling a lovely opening into the right side of the body. Big breath in, we reach that left arm up, and as we exhale, left hand to right knee again. Gentle spinal twist, and we hang out for a few breaths. Keep lengthening up through the back body. Drop down through your bottom two ribs, gently lifting strongly through your pelvic muscles, your pelvic floor. Eyes look over right shoulder, right side of the body rolls back, left side rolls forward. Soften left shoulder away from the ear. And think about really twisting further to the right with each out breath if it feels good for you. Really starting to stimulate and energize the kidneys. Slowly release the head to look over the left shoulder. Left arm reaches forward, grounding into that back right hand. And on an inhale, we can either lift up through the chest, looking up towards that left thumb, or pressing up onto the knees, strong in that right arm, rolling that left shoulder back. The head can soften back, or keep that chin lifted, guys, whatever feels good for you. Again, strong in the core. Don't let that shoulder, that right shoulder collapse. Strong in the arm, opening through the fingers, cupping the hand into the mat. And as we exhale, we slowly release down. Circling those wrists now, we can bring the soles of the feet together. Just releasing that right wrist, circling a few times in one direction and a few times in the other direction. We move into the other side, so bring that right leg behind now, sole of the left foot to the right inner thigh. Grounding into the buttock bones, dropping that right hip down, you're going to feel a nice little pull into the right buttock. Pelvic floor engaged, big inhale, we stretch those arms forwards and up. Exhale, shoulders drop down, right hand to the mat, and we stretch over to the right. Big inhale, press out of that right hand. We lift up as we exhale, right hand to left knee, left hand behind. And we twist. Inhaling, we roll back up, tapping into your breath, your energy, your prana. Exhale, we stretch over. Big inhale, we press back up, we lengthen, we drop through the shoulders. Exhale, we twist. With each out breath, draw in through the belly. Inhale, we roll back up, the belly will rise, keep lifting pelvic floor. Exhale, contract those abdominals as if you're wrapping a corset around the middle of the body. Inhale, we press back up. As we exhale, we twist. Right hand to left knee, left hand behind. We can look over left shoulder. Big inhale, we roll back up. One more, and then we'll add. Exhale, right hand to the floor, and we stretch over to the left, over to the right. Inhale, rolling back up. As we exhale, right hand to left knee, left hand behind. And we're going to look over that right shoulder, right arm reaches up. Inhaling, lifting the chest up. Baby back bend. And as we exhale, we release that right arm back down. Inhaling, both arms stretch up now. Again, lateral stretch. Exhaling, left hand to the floor, stretching over. Inhale, roll back up. Whoops, we mistake. Right hand to the floor. Exhale, stretch over to the right. Big inhale, slowly roll back up. As we exhale, right hand to left knee, left hand behind. Eyes look over that right shoulder now. Inhaling, lifting up through the chest. Remember your options. We can lift up onto those knees. Keep lifting up through the breastbone. The chest lifts up, the core is engaged. Exhale, softening back down to the hips. Inhaling, stretching the arms forwards and up. Exhaling, right hand down, lateral stretch to the right. Inhaling, pressing back up. Feel those lungs expand, the belly rise. Exhale, the lungs contract, the abdominals wrap around. Bringing that right arm forward now. Inhaling, we can lift the chest or press up onto the knees as we gently back bend. Exhaling, slowly release down. We're going to settle now in each of those positions, those postures. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, right hand down, and we stretch over. Rolling that right shoulder forward, the left shoulder back now. Keep lifting that left arm up, or the left ear up to the arm. Feeling that lovely energy, the breath entering all around that left side of the body. Feeling that stretch, that little bit of sensation. Big inhale, we roll back up. As we exhale, right hand to left knee, left hand behind for our varied Mauritiusasana twist. You might want to lift up onto the fingertips to keep the spine nice and tall. What we don't want to do is to allow the back to collapse. So think about really lifting up through the side body, through the spine, drawing in through the core. Eyes look over that left shoulder rolls back, left side of the chest and the waist. Right side of the body rolls forward, right buttock bone grounds down, and we can soften in through the rib cage, guys. Tuning into that breath, that energy flowing throughout the body, improving our circulation, building strength and flexibility in our muscles, stimulating all of the nerves and the organs. Eyes can look over that right shoulder now as you reach through that right hand. Either inhale, we lift the chest up. That might be enough. Or press into that left hand, lifting up onto the knees, and that right arm can roll back. Or keep it where it feels comfortable. Strong in that left arm so we're not collapsing into that shoulder, we're not overextending in the back. And you can allow the head to gently drop back, lifting the chin if it feels good. And exhaling slowly, release down. And bring the soles of the feet together again. This time we're pressing the soles of the feet away, so there should be a diamond shape in between those thighs. And again, inhale, we really lengthen, belly rises, pelvic floor lift, and as we exhale, we hinge forward from the hips, squeezing the soles of the feet towards each other, encouraging the nose to the toes. Remember, we're creating space, so we don't want to round through the spine, keep lifting up through the chest. Relax through the shoulders and then soften chin to chest. And take a few breaths here, feeling the breath, the energy in the back of the body. Easing out tension into the lower back, into the pelvis, without requiring your hamstrings to be too loose. With each out breath, you might feel that the upper body can go a little bit further. And allow the head to completely relax, to release tension in the neck, the head, the jaw. And let's slowly roll back up, guys. Swinging the legs around now, rolling onto tabletop position, but take your hips back towards your heels. Sitting on those knees, don't worry, we're not going to stay here for too long, we're going to move a little bit. As we inhale, warming again, push up onto standing on the knees, sweep those arms up, palms touch. And as we exhale, hands to the heart and hips back towards the heels. Inhaling, we can sweep those arms to the side, body and up, palms touch. And exhaling, hands to the heart, hips back towards the heels. Inhaling, we sweep those arms to the side, body and up. You can tuck your toes under if you wish. And exhale, hands to the heart, hips back towards the heels. If those toes are tucked under, we're working into the feet. We're really energizing the toes, the heels, the ankles. If those feet are flat, we're working into the front of the feet more. A few more, guys. Inhaling, we reach up. And as we exhale, abdominals contract, hips back towards the heels. Last one, inhale, we sweep those arms to the side, body and up. And as we exhale, hips back towards those heels. Releasing the hands now, hands underneath those shoulders. Knees are underneath the hips if those toes were tucked under. Maybe release the feet and give them a little tap. And then press strong out of those arms. Now grounding into the front of the feet. On an inhale, tuck those toes under first. Can we lift that right heel up towards the sky, strong in the arms, don't let the shoulders collapse. As we exhale, right knee to nose, round through the spine, pull the belly in tight. Inhale, press out of that right foot, thread the chest through, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, right knee to nose, round through the spine, belly in tight. And again, inhale, we reach. Shoulders are away from the ears. Exhale, right knee to nose, draw the belly in, round through the spine. And we reach that right heel back up. If it feels comfortable for you guys, you can extend through that left arm. As we exhale, right knee to nose, draw the belly in, left arm scoops to the side of the body. Inhale, we sweep forward, right heel can lift up, or this time extend that right leg long. Exhale, right knee to nose, round through the spine. Remember, both hands might want to be grounded. Inhale, we sweep. Tuning into your breath. How do you feel, guys? How does your balance feel? Exhale, right knee to nose, belly in tight. Left arm reaches back. Inhale, we sweep. Last time, right knee to nose, left arm draws back. And we can release that right leg, left arm, left hand back to the floor, right knee back to the floor, and hips go back to the heels. Gently shifting the hips side to side. You might feel a little bit of work in that arm, into that back body, into the glutes, the buttocks, into the lower back. Rolling back up now to tabletop position. Strong in those arms, spreading through the fingers, core engaged. On an inhale, let's lift that left heel up to the sky. Hips are nice and square. Exhale, left knee to nose, round through the spine, belly in tight. Inhale, thread that chest through, strong in the arms, left heel up. And exhale, left knee to nose, round through the spine, pulling the belly in. And again, inhale, we reach. And exhale, knee to nose, round through the spine. Relaxing the head. Inhale, we reach. This time, stay here. If you wish, strong in the arms, extend through that right arm. Lengthen through that back left leg. Superman's. Right toes may want to be tucked, guys. Big breath in, we lengthen, we extend through the heel, extend through the fingers. Exhaling, left knee to nose, draw the belly in, right hand sneaks behind that right hip. Inhale, we reach, we extend, strong in that left arm. Exhaling, left knee to nose as we draw that right arm back. And again, inhale, we extend, we lengthen, find that balance. Don't hold your breath, exhale, knee to nose, round through the spine. Last one, inhale, we extend. And exhale, knee to nose, round through the spine, engaging that core. Releasing that right hand back down the left knee. This time to release the shoulders and the hands a bit. The knees go a little bit wider. Stretch those arms forward. As wide as your mat. Press your bottom bones back. Toes can tuck or untuck as we start to soften and surrender the chest down towards the mat. And a HATHA, puppy pose stretch. Opening the shoulders. Starting to bring a little bit of compression into the lower back. Don't worry about how far you can go. Maybe the chest is hovering. Wherever you are, try to draw the shoulders away from the ears. And soften the chest to where you feel the stretch into the chest and the shoulders. And then press those bottom bones back. Sliding those hands back in now. Back to tabletop position. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And we can take that right leg nice and long. So we're working into those right inner thighs now. Left toes are tucked under. And we're going to again press the bottom bones back. Strong in that right foot, lifting that right instep up, feeling that delicious stretch into that right inner thigh, rolling that right thigh muscle back. Pressing the hips back. Lovely, guys. Walking the hands up towards the knees so that we can stand on that left knee. Back of the right hand to the right knee. Left arm reaches up. Core strongly engaged. Exhale to gate pose. Another lovely lateral stretch, taking the breath into that left side of the body, energizing. Strongly lifting in through the pelvic floor, not letting the head collapse. Using the out breath to take you down that little bit further. Feel that delicious opening into the hip, into the pelvis. Try not to let the foot roll in. Keep lifting through that inner step of the foot. Inhale, we roll back up. And as we exhale, hands go back to the floor. And we're going to draw that right knee in. And the left leg nice and long, guys. Lifting the left instep up again. Hands are secure on the floor. Remember, you might want to place your hands on a block or a few books. Think about tucking the right toes under and drawing, pressing the bottom bones back. That left thigh is engaged. Rolling that left thigh away. Left heel is in line with that right knee. You should feel a nice stretch into that left inner thigh. Walking those hands back up now. And we can stand on that right knee. Back of the left hand to the thigh. Core's engaged, right arm reaches up. Big inhale, exhale. Stretching over to the left, guys. Letting that right shoulder soften down, rolling the right shoulder back, left shoulder forward. Remember that right hand may prefer to remain on the head or remain on the waist. Adapting and modifying any of the postures, any of the asanas to make it more adaptable and accessible for you. Lifting through that instep, feeling that lovely stretch, directing the breath into the side body, into that right rib. Oh, and press back up, guys. Bring that left arm back up. The hands go back down. And we draw that left knee in. And hips go back towards those heels. Opening those hands nice and wide, or spreading the fingers nice and wide. Cupping the hands into the mat. Even rolling the inner elbows forward. No elbows on the floor, guys. Really feel the length in those arms. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. Big inhale up onto those knees, toes under. Exhale, bottoms up, bottoms push back. Knees stay nice and soft, guys. Inhale, we drop back to the knees. Untuck the toes. Exhale, hips go back towards those heels. Inhaling back up to table, toes tuck under, strong in those arms. Exhale, long arms, bottom bones lift up and bottom bones push back. And again, inhale, start to move, breath to movement. Exhale, abdominals contract, hips go back towards those heels. Inhaling, we roll up, shoulders in line with the wrists. Exhale, as if there's a little string in the bottom bones, lifting them up and drawing them back. Dropping back to the knees last time as we inhale. Table pose, exhale, hips back towards those heels. Inhaling back up to table pose. Toes tuck under. Feel the length in those arms, pick those knees up. Remember, we don't want the shoulders in line with the wrists now, so deepen the knees. Bring a length to the arms. Wrapping the inner arms forward. We can keep the eyes looking between the thumbs or allow the head to relax. Wrapping the corners of the armpits towards each other. Start to pick the bottom bones up till you feel the stretch into the back of the legs without the shoulders rolling forward. And we can start to paddle out through the feet. So as we lift one heel up, the other heel drops down towards the mat. Allowing the head to relax, letting go of any tension in the neck, in the shoulders. The shoulders are away from the ears. We can take those eyes between the thumbs, bend the knees and slowly walk the hands towards the feet, guys. When our hands are near the feet, deeply bend those knees. Bring the hands to those thighs, to the knees. Let the hips feel heavy and start to press out of those arms, threading the chest through for Uttanasana. Willpower pose, lovely chair pose, squat pose. And soften your hips down. Now, if you can't see your knees, if you can't see your toes, slide your knees gently back. Hips feel nice and heavy. You might even want to use a wall to support the pelvis here. Tailbone shines down. Don't tuck it right under because that's really going to put a little bit too much stress, too much roundedness in the spine. You want the natural curve. So, we half tuck. Think about setting your tailbone down and you're perching on it. Pelvic floor is lifted. Hands can remain on the thighs or inhale. We can stretch those arms up. We can take the gaze between the thumbs. The shoulders are away from the ears. And we can soften those hips down a little bit more, guys. Keep peering between the thumbs. Bringing the breath into the intercostal lobes of the body now. Feel that expansion and contraction all around the sides and the back. Inhale, let's push out of those feet, baby back bend. If it feels good, and as we exhale, hands to the heart, hinge forward, belly in, head towards the toes. Hands to the shins. Inhale, we lengthen. Half Surya Namaskar, the knees stay soft. Exhale, we fold. Deeply bending those knees. Inhale, sweep the arms to the side, body and up, palms touch. And as we exhale, hands to the heart center and down. Inhale again, we sweep those arms, side, body and up. Exhaling, hinging forward, head down towards the toes. The knees stay soft, guys. Inhale, feel that breath, that energy, we lengthen. Exhale, we fold. Bending those knees, breathe in, sweep the arms to the side, body and up, palms touch. And exhaling, hands to the heart center and down. Last time, inhale, we sweep those arms. Really start to feel a length in the body. Grinding into those feet, hinging forward, head towards those toes. Inhale, we lengthen back, long legs long. Exhale, we fold. One more squat, Uttanasana, bend the knees, soften those hips down, tailbone shines under. Inhale, we sweep those arms up. Softening the shoulders back and down, the hips are nice and heavy. There's a tiny little space between the knees, guys. If you prefer, those knees can come together. It takes a little bit of stress away from the hips. Tune into that breath. You might want to take the hips a little bit lower, but make sure you can always see those toes. Grounding into the heels. Think about lifting through the insteps. Inhaling, let's push out of the feet, gently back bend. And exhaling, arms forwards and down. Stepping the feet nice and wide now. Very Trikonasana. Feet are about 3.5 to 4 feet apart, maybe a little wider. Work with what's comfortable for you. Turning that left foot in, the whole of the right leg out. Right heel's in line with that left instep. Big inhale, we reach. Reach through those arms, tighten those thighs, the right knee's a little bit soft. We're rolling the inner thighs away from each other. And think about somebody squeezing your hips towards each other, and that's going to activate those glutes. Big inhale, lengthen through the side body, shoulders are relaxed. Exhale, stretch as far right as you can. You can bring that right hand down. That left arm may want to lift up, but may prefer to stay at the waist, guys. Think about stretching between 2 panes of glass. We're trying not to bring the left shoulder forward. That might mean that that right hand has to lift up a little bit so that we're just not opening the side body too much. Few breaths here, don't let the head collapse. Keep the neck nice and long, allowing each out breath to take you a little bit further if it feels good. If you wish, reach that left arm towards the ears. Keep stretching, keep reaching. Opening into that left armpit, the left shoulder rolls back. Really stretching into that lower back now, into the hips and the pelvis. Pelvic floor strongly engaged. Inhaling, pushing out of the feet as we push back up. And we're going to bring that right foot forward and turn the whole of the left leg out. Left heel in line with right instep. Again, left knees a little bit soft, but don't allow it to roll in. Keep rolling it out in line with that second or baby toe. Right instep is lifting. Thighs are engaged. They're rolling away from each other on the out breath. And contract those abdominals as we reach as far left as we can. Pushing that right hip up is going to take some of the body weight onto that back right foot. And we're going to allow that left arm to come down, the right arm to reach up or remain at the waist. Eyes can look down to those left toes. They can look to the side or they can look up to that right thumb. Don't allow the right arm to roll back. We don't want any hyperextending. Really think of that right wrist in line with the right shoulder, in line with the left shoulder. Really thinking about being strong, steady. If you wish, you can bring that right arm in line with that right ear. Keep reaching over. Softening down, you're going to feel a nice open into the right hip, even into the abdominal area. Strong in the feet, reaching through that right arm. Finding that breath, that energy, that chi, that life force. Big inhale, press out of the feet as we stretch the arms back up. Right foot out, left foot in. Cartwheel the hands either side of that right foot. Stepping the right leg back, guys. Drop to the knees. Now let's roll the shoulders forward, rolling inner elbows in, tuck tailbone back. Either drop elbow to elbow and then lengthen the legs out and drop to your pelvis. Or rolling inner elbows in, chin, chest to the floor. Lengthen those legs away, hands are underneath the shoulders, rolling the shoulders back and down, inhaling, lifting the breastbone up. And as we exhale, hips up, bottoms back, dog head down. And again, inhale, we drop to the knees. Rolling shoulders forward, elbows in, untuck the toes, exhale, chin, chest towards the floor. Lengthen those legs away, rolling the shoulders away from the ears. Think of a little string in the chest, lifting the breastbone up. And exhaling, we release with dog head down, our hips back to heels. 2 more of those, guys. Inhaling, we drop to the knees. Remember your variation. We can drop to right elbow, then left elbow, softening to the hips. Then we can press out of the elbows, threading the chest forward. Shoulders are back and down. Exhaling back to your belly. Then we can push up to the knees, drawing those elbows in, and then hips back to the heels or dog head down. Inhaling back to the knees, last one, choose your option. As we exhale, shoulders are away from the ears and we lower down. Strengthening the arms, lengthening the toes away. Inhale, we lift up. Shoulders want to be here, roll them back and away. Elbows are in, really engaged into the ribcage. And as we exhale, hips back to the heels, or last time, bottoms up, bottoms back, or Mukha Shavasana, downward facing dog. Knees can be soft, heels can be lifted. Get the length in those arms. Drawing strongly in the core, then the hips lift up. And we draw those bottom bones back. Shoulders are away from the ears, the head is relaxed. Very little body weight onto those hands, guys. And slowly drop to the knees. And take the hips back towards those heels. We can make little fins with the hands. And we can rest the forehead down onto the mat with the hands just to the back of the head. You might feel a little bit of heat or tingles or energy in those hands. I feel as we've improved the circulation all around the fingers, the wrists, the elbows, the shoulders. Really working into every part of the body today. Let's bring those hands back up. And we're sitting back onto your heels. Now we're going to do a lovely lion breath, guys. This pose, this asana is beautiful for working all of the muscles in the face, from the throat to the mouth, to the cheeks, to all of the lines around the eyes. Really, I'm working all the eye muscles as well. So, I'm going to demonstrate one. I'm going to do it from side view because it's not very pretty. And then I will talk us through it. Now, hands can go either side. If you have good range of movement in your forearms and in your wrists, you can externally rotate the thumbs. So the thumbs are facing away. They go onto the floor and we can kneel onto those hands. Or hands on those knees, whatever feels good. I'll demonstrate one. So, as we inhale, we take a big breath in through both nostrils. As we exhale, we hinge forward. We open the eyes as wide as we can. We look up as far as we can. We lift the chin up to lengthen the neck. We open the mouth as wide as we can. We stick our tongue out as far as we can. And we get rid of that out breath, that exhalation. And let it go. Lion breath. Let it roar like a lion. We're going to do 3 or 4 of them, guys. Let's go. Big breath in. Let me see me do that on video. 3 to go. Open your eyes as wide as you can. Stick your tongue out as far as you can. Exhale for as long as you can. Let go of any out breath, guys. Really bringing energy and power into the whole of the face. 2 more. we release. How does the face feel? How does the breath feel? Easing back now over onto your bottoms. And we can ease our way down to your backs, guys. So either elbow to elbow and ease your way down, or stretching those arms forwards or holding on behind the knees. Tuck the tailbone under, scoop it under strongly. You'll feel the lower back uncurl and open. Drawing strongly in through the core, keep reaching the shoulders forward and see if you can control that movement down to the mat. And we can stretch the arms and the legs away, letting the body yawn, pointing the toes, then flexing through those heels. And then pointing and flexing. Arms can come back down now as we bend those legs, soles of the feet are on the floor. And we're going to draw that right knee into the chest, wrapping the hands around the right knee, drawing the knee in, shoulders are down, and we can lengthen that left leg long. Now you can stay here, guys, and get a nice good stretch. If you want to work into the core a little bit, let's lift the forehead up towards that right knee. Shoulders stay back and down. Pointing through both toes, big breath in, lungs expand. As we exhale, left knee draws in, right leg draws long. Inhale, we change, right knee in, left leg long. Exhale, we change. We don't want the head to drop back. Keep lifting and lengthening through that head. Forehead towards the knee. And we move, breath-led movement. Inhaling, we change. Exhaling, we change. Breathing in, breathing out. Opening the hip flexors as we draw the knees into the chest, working into the core. Just be aware and be mindful of how the head and the neck feels. One more each side. Right knee draws in, left knee draws in. Right knee draws in to meet left, lifting forehead up to the knees, making the body as small as you can. Relax the shoulders away from the ears, and we can slowly ease back down. Feet can go back onto the floor now. Arms are out nice and long, in line with the shoulders, and we can drop that right knee over the left knee, as if we're crossing the legs. Pushing out of that left foot. Lift the hips up and slide the hips gently over to the right. Release that underfoot and let the right knee draw over to the left, guys. Eyes can roll over that right shoulder, cross legs, spinal twist. If those right toes tuck under that left calf, you're going to get a deeper stretch into that right outer hip, into the lower back, into the kidney. But it doesn't matter. The legs can just be crossed. You don't have to work into a bind with the legs. Right shoulders draw strongly down. The eyes look over the right thumb. You can even take that left hand to that right thigh and draw it down a little bit more to deepen that stretch into the back. Twisting at the end of the class starts to bring balance back into the body. A little bit of quiet back into the mind. With each inhale, keep lifting up through the right side of the lower back, dropping down through the shoulder. That's going to feel, you're going to feel a nice opening, and you can exhale, see if you can draw that knee gently down a little bit more to open up into the hip somewhat, a little bit extra, a little bit more. And eyes can go back to the center, and we roll those legs back up. Relaxing the right foot down now, centering the body again. And we can cross that left knee over the right knee. Press up in the right foot to take the hips over to the left to give you more space to twist into. Release that under right leg, rolling onto the outer side of the foot, and allow both knees to draw over to the right, guys. Eyes look over that left shoulder towards the left thumb. Left shoulder grounds down. Keep lifting up through the left side of the back. You can take that right hand to the left knee and draw that right knee down. It does make the stretch a little bit harder. Bringing your awareness back to your breath, back to your energy, your prana. aware of how your body feels now from when we started at the beginning of the practice. Shoulders are relaxed, the eyes are heavy. And we can release that right arm up, slowly rolling back up, releasing that left leg. The feet can go nice and wide. We're going to lift the pelvis back to center, softening the back down. And we can gently rock those knees side to side. Window wipering out any tension in the hips into the lower back. And we come to Shavasana. Lengthen those legs long, guys. Allow the feet to be as wide as the mat and the legs and the feet flop outwards. Arms come down by the body, but they're a little bit away from the sides of the body. We can roll the shoulders back and down away from the ears. The palms face up, the fingers relax and naturally curl. You can allow the thumb and index finger to connect for Chin Mudra if you wish. Tuck the chin down towards the chest. And let the eyes close. Allow all the muscles in the face to relax. There's a tiny space in the lip. The tongue is relaxed and receding back into the throat. And we come back to our breath, guys. Noticing that in-breath and that out-breath. Giving yourselves time here to allow that breath to become longer and slower. Aware that your breath is prana. It's energy or chi. And as you breathe, think about extending that breath into every nerve, every muscle, every fibre, every cell in the body. Again, we visualize that tiny feather sat on the end of the nostril tip. And as you breathe in and breathe out, try to avoid touching the feather with the breath. And you'll find yourselves naturally slowing down the rate in which you're breathing. Allowing the thoughts to slow, the body to feel really heavy, really relaxed. We can start to deepen that breath again. Bringing a little bit of movement to the fingers and the toes. Stretching the arms and the legs away. Getting the eyes open. You might want to bring the knees into the chest as we gently rock side to side. Or make circles with those knees. And we change direction. tapping into how you feel physically, mentally, emotionally. Noticing your own energy patterns, your own breathing rhythms. In your own time, you can roll over onto the right side of the body. Taking your time here, we're in absolutely no hurry. Letting the practice sink in. And in your own time, we can press back up to sitting easy cross-legged. We can bring the hands to the heart center and seal the practice now, guys. We can drop our chin to the chest. Remembering to come back to your breath often. Letting your breath come and go and remembering to tune into it now and again. Thumb knuckles to the heart as we tap into our heart center, our feeling. Chin to the chest. Namaste.